Alright guys, it's been a minute since I put a video up. Yes, I'm still super busy and need to go ahead and get this done. It's going to be the K390 use, and I did end up using this a little bit longer than the 30 days. I was enjoying carrying it, so I did end up carrying it for about 40 days or so, give or take a day. So I had been not exactly covering what I did with some of the other steels. Some of them use fairly close together, but this being K390, figure I'll go ahead and break it down real quick. Just like every other carry, keep everything written down, total it all up, so I know what I actually did with it in that amount of time. Now, there may be little things that I didn't put in here. Maybe cutting some tape, any kind of little cutting. So we'll go ahead and cover the big stuff. Then we'll talk about how this did in use, how it drops back, how it did in sharpening, and I will get to the edge retention on this very soon. So for those of you that don't know, the categories I keep track of are cardboard cut, zip ties cut, foil packs, large, medium, and small boxes I break down, pallet straps, plastic packaging, which could be anything from a blister pack to a soft plastic pack to a plastic bag. Food packaging could be any different type, could be cardboard, could be plastic, and nylon straps, which I do have to cut on occasion. So for that 40-day period, cut 991 feet of cardboard, 47 zip ties, 60 foil packages, 49 large boxes broken down, 41 medium boxes broken down, 32 small boxes broken down, 68 pallet straps, 27 various plastic packaging, 19 food packages, and 14 nylon straps. Just like with K390 before, or any other K390 I've used, especially the Secchi stuff, I really enjoyed this. Kept a great edge, and this drops back very, very well. A couple times I stropped it on bare cardboard, and that was enough to take it from having a hang up in paper to not really being able to notice it. I know a lot of the Secchi K390 has been testing in the 66 range with these runs, which is excellent. I would guess that this one is done harder with a better heat treat, seeing how it stropped back on bare cardboard and just how well it actually strops back on my normal 16 micron basswood and 1 micron on cowhide. This sharpens very easily. I did, after using it, sharpen it on the Veneve resin bonded diamond stones, and even after all that use, it was minutes. I didn't count, but I'd be willing to bet I didn't go over 10 strokes on either side on the two stones I used. I used the 240 and stopped at the 400. Deburrs almost completely on the stone, and just a few passes on a strop, and you're back in business. This does still have that weird bevel, as you can see right there, where it does not totally meet the factory bevel. This is 15 degrees on both sides. I have no idea what angle they actually ground this to get the bevel to match as well as it did on both sides. But like I said in my other video, it's around 20 thousandths back here. It dips down to about 14, 15 thousandths through here, and then gets back to 20 thousandths up here, like pretty much every other Endura I've ever had. Also, I did mention on Instagram that this to me is what a work knife should be. I know a lot of people are not big on backlocks. I really enjoy backlocks. Great one-handed operation, with or without gloves. No use issues whatsoever. It's comfortable to use. The stock isn't too thick, isn't too thin. Would I like to see it ground a little thinner? Sure, but it's not the end of the world. It still cuts fine how it is. I do like the standard clip on it. I know I've talked about that before. I actually like some knife hanging out of my pocket, and especially on longer knives, it brings the pivot point in your pocket up so that it doesn't have as much movement when you're walking. Yes, that is an issue with some other things that I've talked about. So overall, really enjoyed the K390. There's a reason why it is one of my favorite steels, and I'd love to see it used. I think it's awesome that it's regular production now on all the Secchi stuff. I'd like to see it used a little bit more on the golden stuff as well. So, along with doing the edge retention on the K390 here that I need to get done, I have also in the meantime, I did carry this for a while, the Crew Adamas. So I am going to do a use video on that and how this Crewwear did in use. I also have, this is another 20 CV version. This is my knife. I will be doing edge retention testing and carry on this to see how this actually does. I know I've had mixed results with the other ones that I've tested, be it the RSK or the Deca. And I also do have another Deca to run. So I'll have a larger sample size to maybe see how this is run on average. Especially the variance in the runs. The person I got this from, I know this was done quite a while ago. This particular example was made. And I will talk about it more when I do the videos. Thanks to Nick on Instagram, I do have, this is a 20 CV version of the AD20 to test. And I am able to carry and use this one a little bit, so I will do a condensed version of a carry and use on this particular knife. And I have the chance also from Nick to test some Medford S35. So I'm excited about that. Tested a few different Medford D2 now, and I'm looking forward to test the S35 and see how it's done. I'm curious to know, is it done more like the Demco and the CRK stuff, or is it just run-of-the-mill S35 like everything else we see out there? So that's what I have coming up. I'm loving the K390. I will say I do find it hard to put it down to carry other stuff. I really enjoy using it. I know that I can go weeks and weeks and weeks without having to worry about doing anything to this, and when I do have to strap it, it comes back very nicely. So I'd love to hear what you guys' use experience is with the Secchi K390 current run stuff. I know everything pretty much has been released now except some of the specialty ones they're doing. Some of the serrated stuff, the Warncliffe K390 Delica, I believe still has to be dropped. And I do like this enough. I probably will add the Andella, and I am definitely going to add the FRN Police K390. So, any questions, comments, anything else, drop them in the comment section. I'll try my best to get to everybody's comments. I am trying to actually put a little bit of time aside to sit down and do that as I put out videos. Yes, I know it's been 3 weeks or so since I put out a video, but I'm going to try and see what I can do with that. But that's all I have. As always, I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.